For 20 years, the old key hung on the same wall. Nobody touched it. Nobody used it. And nobody knew why Sarah Parker refused to throw it away. Visitors often asked about it. Friends were curious. Even her children wondered. But every time someone mentioned the key, Sarah would simply smile and change the subject. Until one rainy evening. Everything changed. Sarah was now 62 years old. Her children had grown up. Life had moved on. But the key remained exactly where it had always been, hanging beside the family photographs. That evening, a strong storm passed through town. The electricity went out. The house became completely dark as Sarah searched for candles. A loud crash echoed from the living room. One of the old picture frames had fallen from the wall. She rushed over. Glass covered the floor, and beside the broken frame, the old key lay on the ground. For the first time in years, Sarah picked it up. Her hands trembled slightly because suddenly, a memory she had spent years avoiding returned. 30 years earlier, Sarah had been engaged. His name was Michael. They were young, in love, and saving money for their future. One afternoon. Michael handed her a small key. "This is for our first house." Sarah laughed because they hadn't even bought a house yet. But Michael smiled. "One day, we will, so keep it safe." And she did. Every single day. But 3 months later, everything changed. Michael was involved in a terrible accident and never came home. The future they planned together disappeared overnight. The house was never purchased. The wedding never happened. Only the key remained. For years, Sarah couldn't throw it away because it wasn't really a key anymore. It had become a promise, a dream, a memory. Standing in the dark living room, Sarah stared at it quietly. Then something unexpected happened. Her granddaughter entered the room. "What does that key open?" Sarah looked at the child, then smiled softly. "For a long time, I thought it opened nothing." The little girl waited. Then Sarah continued, "But now I think it opens a memory." Silence filled the room. Not sad silence, peaceful silence, the kind that comes when pain finally becomes gratitude. The next morning, for the first time in 20 years, the key was no longer hanging on the wall. Instead, it rested inside a small memory box, beside old photographs, where it belonged. Because some things are not meant to lock doors. Sometimes, they help us remember the people who helped build our lives.